Alright, listen up, dirtbags. Oh, hi guys. Sorry, I wasn't talking to you. I was actually talking to the bags of dirt in my garage. I'm about to do some lawn work here. But before we get to all that important lawn work, let me tell you guys a little bit about some math. Let's do the flip math. Welcome. Let's jump right into it. Okay, everybody, welcome to the flip class. Today we're going to talk about subtracting mixed numbers with regrouping. Okay, we're going to go through a few examples together, and we're going to look at this even more in depth in class, of course. Okay, so say I give you this problem. 6 and 5/12 minus 2 and 7/12. If you just glance at it, you might think, well, that's pretty easy, Mr. Quick. They have like denominators. It's just simple subtraction. But wait a minute, there is a problem. We have 5/12 minus 7/12, and we can't do that, okay? So here's what we're going to look at it. We're going to break down these 6 and 5/12 as essentially 6 plus 5/12, which would give us 6 and 5/12. Well, if I wanted to take out a 1 from the 6, I could really make this look like 5 plus 1 plus 5/12, right? I mean, that's exactly what it is. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 5/12, you have 6 and 5/12. Why would I take out the 1? Well, we know that 1 whole, written as a fraction, would be the same number on top and the same number on bottom. The numerator and denominator would be the same. I already know my denominator is 12, so really I'm going to make this 5 plus 12/12, which is my 1, plus 5/12. Okay? Now, again, I know that's maybe a little confusing, but it's really just taking a 1 out of the 6, writing as a fraction. Then we can make this whole thing even easier. 5 is our whole number. It stays the same. 12 plus 5 is 17. Denominator stays the same. So now I have 6 and 5/12 rewritten as 5 and 17/12 minus 2 and 7/12. Okay, 17 minus 7 is 10. Denominator stays the same. 5 minus 2 is 3. We have 3 and 10/12. Now, I know that 2 or 12 and 10 are both divisible by 2, so I can write this in simplest form. 10 divided by 2 is 5, 12 divided by 2 is 6. So 3 and 10/12, or 3 and 5/6. Okay, let's do another example. This one's a little different. 17 minus 1 and 2/3. Well, it's hard to do because there's not a fraction here. But we can put a fraction there. We just need to do a little bit of creative math. Instead of 17, I see that as 16 plus 1. Instead of 1 now, because I know our denominator is 3, I can look at that as 16 plus 3/3, or just simply erase all that and call it 16 and 3/3, which is 16 and 1, which is 17. So those are the same thing. Minus 1 and 2/3. 3 minus 2 is 1. Denominator stays the same. 16 minus 1 gives us our answer, 15 and 1/3. Let's keep going. 2 and 1/2 minus 1 and 3/4. Now, check it out. This is a little bit different, but not that different. We still have a larger fraction being subtracted from a smaller fraction, okay? The only difference here is the denominators are different. So I actually have to use my least common multiple to make the denominators the same, and then I'll do a little regrouping, okay? So I'm going to find my least common multiple, 2, 4, 6, 8, okay, 4, we have 4, 8, 12, 16. But of course we see that 4 is the least common multiple. So we know that we're going to use 4 1 3/4 already has 4 as the denominator, so it stays the same. How would I get, using my magic number, how would I get to 2 and something fourth? Well, 2 times 2 gives us 4. I have to also do to the numerator what I did to the denominator. 1 times 2 is 2. So now we have a brand new problem. I'm going to erase this original bit so I don't get confused. I've done the math that I needed to do. You wouldn't erase it on your paper, obviously, but I'm just doing it for space on the iPad here. So now I have 2 2/4 minus 1 3/4. Okay, also not a problem. I'm going to look at 2 2/4 as 1 plus 1 plus 2/4. Then I'm going to change this 1 to 4/4. So I have 1 plus 1 plus 2/4, which is 2 2/4. I'm going to add my numerators. I have a new fraction over here. Add my numerators, which is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. My denominator stays the same. My whole number is now 1, because I borrowed from that 2 to make this 1. I'm regrouping. Okay, 6 minus 3 gives us 3. Denominator stays the same. 1 minus 1 is 0. I can write the 0, it doesn't really matter. My answer then becomes 3/4. Okay, what I would like for you to do is just try one. Not the hardest one in the world. Maybe not the easiest one in the world. I just want you to try it, bring it tomorrow. 8 2/9 minus 2 7/9. Do that on your own. Bring it tomorrow or the next time we see each other, and we'll check it out. See you then.